G'day, I'm Keeonra and welcome to Keeonra Music. This is episode 6 of my songtember song, and I was lucky enough to attend a bit of a celebration of life for Ricky T. Brown. Words. It's late at night here in Perth, but anyway, yes, here I am, and thank you to Mike, Creative Source, and Dan from The Lonely Rocker in doing a lovely little tribute. Go to Creative Source to check that out. That was very nice. Nicely done. It was a lovely moment of time. Made me realise that, yes, my happy place is my music studio. And if we're budding musicians and music makers and producers, then we should do more of it. So let's do exactly that. Let's make some music. All right. If you've been following along at home, you may know that there's been stuff with things happening. I've had a few bits and pieces of playing around with things, and I think I've done some stuff. I put some strings in for the verse. Let's listen to that, shall we? Cool. Happy about that. I've muted. I just realised it's like, where's the melody gone? Yes, I'm not singing it at the moment. And so I muted that yesterday. It's all good. Let's go ahead and play with, do you want long strings yet? Should finish this. Strings. Let's do strings and then we're going to get into some guitar. That's the plan for this little session. It's only going to be a little session. Not as long as last night. 3.5 hour stream. I'm a mad person. Mad, I say. But I did get a lot done. And I stayed up really late after that. I've had a very tiring day. And I finished my lyrics. So I'm very happy with that. You'll discover those in future episodes. Segue, clicky bits down below. Like, subscribe, all the things. You know what to do. I'm not your mother. Sustains, violins. We could do something similar to what we've got here, but in longer bits rather than the shorter bits. And that would be make life a little bit easier. We could do that. Do we want... Or do we want... don't know what we want. What do I want? I've got no clue. Or do we just... Do we have the long ones for the chorus? Let's listen to the chorus. Do we have the shorter ones and we have the longer ones for just the bridge? I don't know. Decisions. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? You're either here in the live chat or you're not. Speak up. Speak up. Or you can comment below. Clicky bits. Anyway. Okay. Let's think about this. We can always change it. No harm, no foul. I Less is more. I think I want strings in here. Let's see what the chords are. See if the same chord progression fits, and then let us know. So from what bar is that? That's bar 101. So this is just a placeholder. No, that's okay. First ones are okay. Okay, so that one's no good. That one. Let's get the chord thingy up. The chord thingy. It's all about the technical terms here, you know. Chord thingy. Oh, same chord? That's D minor. Oh, that could work. And I think having another E minor in there is the way to go. Maybe. Or a G. Maybe that's where the G should go. No. But I think the G can go there. So we won't far off. That one actually we used, maybe, don't know, I can't remember. No. Or no chord, that could work too. That I think doesn't work. Let's do that. Less is more. Less is more. Let's go with that. So they're only there to make my life a little bit easier. They're not staying there. They're going into these. There we go. Let's make them all a little bit wider. And we want to, I'm just going to copy those, or actually drag them down to bases. And then do that. Cellos, violas, violins, and violins 2, violins 1. And these are going to stay here because that's good for that. Yeah, maybe okay, it's all right. I'm thinking. I want that. I'll copy that because then we'll copy those to there. There's method in my madness. Because then we're just going to write little bits for the bits. Did I do the bits for the bits of the bits? If, for example, we did the bits for the bits, did I make those? No. So I would imagine that these even just playing it, I can tell that they are behind. So that's minus 44 milliseconds. Let's make all of these the same. So minus 44. I think that would work. I think from memory, the entire library of Sydney samples are about that behind. If the reason why we do this is that everything else is MIDI, and so it is right on the beat, whereas these are more natural, which means they are naturally behind. That's how orchestras kind of work. So I can just take the notes that are in here, and I should actually change the wording on those. Okay, done. Good, good. What are the notes that we have here? That is F, G sharp, A flat. That's why. F sharp, G flat. This is E. This is E. E and an F sharp. What chord has an E and an F sharp in it? No idea. E and an F sharp. Let's find out, shall we? Wrong. Not quite what I wanted. Oh, that sounds lovely though, but it's not what I want. E and F sharp, which is G flat. That sounds nice. On an F sharp. That sounds nice. Would that work? Would that work? Let's mute these for now, so I don't get all confused. Yeah, no. I don't know what chord that is, but that is right. F sharp, A, and E. That is what I need. Whatever that chord is, that's the one. I don't know what that is. It's been a while since I've done any music theory, so that's why I like all of this stuff. It just makes life a little bit easier. So I'm going to work with that. And we'll build stuff accordingly. And we can have the strings, the long strings going all the way through the bridge. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Yeah, we can make that work. So let's copy that all the way through and we'll build it similar to what we did, oops, for the strings over here. Oh, I shouldn't do late night shows. Excuse me. Right, it is songtember though, so you know, there's that. Okay, and I was going to do some work anyway, so I thought I'd invite you here. We can do this together. Yes, we can. The only thing that's keeping me awake is I turned my studio light up, so I may come across a little bit brighter than usual. Hello. I don't know if I'm more alert, but anyway. I muted all those. That was silly, wasn't it? No, I can't hear them. All right, so let's do an A along the bottom there. Oh, do I need to glue? I think I need to glue. Maybe I won't glue. No gluing. Well, I can glue those bits together. Glue, 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 glue. Yeah. So I'll do that. And I'll do this carefully because otherwise I'm going to lose the names of things. And I really want that as a reference. So that is helpful. Well, that's what I've discovered anyway. Okay. Similarly with these, we've got the two here. We'll glue those two together. Okay, this makes it more challenging. I can do that. There we go. Oh, that works. Nope. That works. There we go. We've got any more? Yep, I got that one. That one. Okay, so we'll just go the one to the left, glues it with the one on the right. Excellent. Good to know. I haven't done this a lot, so we're learning together. Yay. Go us. That's awesome. All right. That's that. Oh dear. All right, so we want I just want one long note and I want the tonic, so I want the A, and that will need to go up or down accordingly. So that's stretch out for the whole thing. Oh, that's really low. Oh, that sounds lovely though. How lush is that note? Next, we'll do the cellos. What note should they have? The third or the fifth? The third, the fifth. Let's give them the A as well, because you can never have enough of the tonic, especially for something like this. I'm thinking. A bit louder. Nice. Sounding lovely. Love a good string. Okay. Where are we up to? Violas. They should have maybe the 5th, and second violins have the 3rd, or should the violas have the 3rd? The C, maybe they should have the C, and give the 5th to second violins. Yep, get rid of those. Put that in there. No, that works. And what would we say? We'll give the 5th. Up there maybe. And then we've got the tonic again. And we'll make that there we go. How's that sound? So we'll have the same there as there, and we'll have them fading in, so it comes up just about there, but it really fades in from nothing. I think I like that idea. What have I got? That's C, A above C4. Right. That's above C4. And that's on C3. That works. Okay. Love that transition. Oh, that's so lush to the E minor. Let's do this then. Well, actually, can we do, what's the E minor? E. I need to turn my head on the side. E, G. And that's a B. E, G, B. So let's get rid of those. Oh, look, what am I doing? I'm doing this. Look at that. And then E, G, B it was. So let's just go in there and do it. For those 2 bars. And we just write it in. E. There we go. It's a bit high, a bit loud. Make that a bit louder. Or was that because we wanted it to go down? Go down, 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 go down. All right. E, what did we say? I can't remember now. This was the same. So we go down to here. Here we go. E. E, F, G, B. Should this go down to the C? Is that the 3rd? Is that what I said? Violas are the 3rd? Yeah, I think so. The B. So we've got E, G, right, G, A, B. This should go down. What's this then? If this, that is A, B, C, D, E. So that's the 5th. And this is a E, G, B. So that needs to go down to the B. Is that right? I don't know if I've done this right now. We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out in a minute. And that should be the tonic, which is an E down there. A bit loud. Let's turn that down a little bit and turn that one up a bit. Okay, let's hear that. Too many on the same note. Let's have a look. That's the E. That's the E. That's the B. That's the B. That's the 5th. That's the 5th. So that should be there, I think. That is better. Much better. Now let's do that with the G, the D minor chord. We'll do the same sort of thing, but so yeah, it's an A goes down to the E, and they're the tonics. So which one's a third? Violas are the E. Violas are the third, and the second violins are the 5th. If we go to that one, that would be in A, B, C, D, E. Right, so second, is that what I'm looking at? Where am I? Yes, there we go. Violins 1, no, violins 2. There we go. Violins 2 are the 5th. Right, violins 2 are the 5th. Okay. So we go to D minor, and we want D, F, and A, DFA. DFA. D, F, and A. Boom. So this should be D. This should be a D. D and a D there. It's just all stepping down. Oh, such a low note. And this should be just stepping down as well. So this would be D, E, F, G, A. Yeah. And that would be D, E, F. That should sound lovely, I think. Cool. So then we've got, because that was the da. So you can replicate that for that bit for that. And then we should be right. Right. If we glue all those together and then we work it all out, we should be okay, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think from this point on we can glue it all together. Fingers crossed this all works. And I don't get all confused. Here's hoping. Okay. Oh, that's right. Let's take all this off because that's going to be harder. Here we go. Oops, where was that? Right, so, and then I'll just grab the bottom notes of all of those. Right. And then I only need that one. There. Okay, and then get rid of all that. That should be okay, I think, hopefully. And then we've got basically the same. Oh, well, it's the same but an octave higher, isn't it? So we can just delete all of that, move this all up here, and this will be the same because that's on a tonic as well, isn't it? Wrong. Do that again. Buttons. There we go. And then we can do that if that's correct. we just deleted. Oh my god. But we need to put it up an octave. So I don't know if that's all okay. Up an octave. Unless we want to put it. Let's see. Okay. Excellent. That is what I'm after. Dissonance. It makes you cringe a little bit. You go, nah, those notes are all off. That's the whole idea. Now, I want... Can we remember? Can we remember who's playing what? Okay, so we've got the second violins are playing A, B, C, D, E. They're playing the fifth. Second violins are playing the fifth. If only I could remember these things. Second violins are playing the fifth, so they're the top notes. So we can get rid of those, bring that across. Those, and put that all up an octave. And bring that up. That'll do. Something like that. They're playing the fifth, so they're playing the violas are playing the third. So let's get rid of that. Top one. Oh, hang on. No, that's right. So, oh, okay, that's just, I think that's just inverted anyway. Isn't it? Got the F sharp playing anywhere else? No. There. F sharp. So we want, what do you want? That note, I think. I think that's the way to go. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Put that across. And then those two maybe like that. Let's see if that sounds okay. Needs a break. There, that bar. I want all the notes to be half the bar. So there's a break. It just hangs on that really, no, I knew I'd do the wrong one. It's halfway through, but halfway through bar 100. We can leave that one because that does it all the way through. Yeah, nice. Oh, yes. That works well, I think. Lovely. Lovely Chubbly. Where does that even come from, Lovely Chubbly? Some sort of commercial or something? Possibly. An ad on TV or the YouTubes or something. Let's save this. Save. There we go. That blue ring of death. Did you like it before? Alright, let's listen to the strings by themselves and make sure we got all our little bases covered. Nice. I'm not too sure about this one now. Where are we for that? There's that bar 100. What note is that? That is the F sharp. I used to be able to do, can we do this? Sustains. One. There we go. Yeah. So you can tick all those there. You can see what's what. So we should have 4 notes, and we do. And this is really good when you want to do your CC stuff and everything to be consistent with all of them, because you can choose all of them and do it all for all of them. It's really cool. It's very cool. I shall do that later. For now, I just wanted to make sure that I got all the notes covered. Looks like I do. There's notes and stuff. Sounds awesome. I've never made anything like that before. It's very cool. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Sounds weird, doesn't it? But I'm impressed with myself. I've done a good job, I think. Okie dokie. What? Save. Save it, my friends. Now, we've got strings there, but we haven't got strings for the chorus there. Let's not. That's right. We'll have them for the last hurrah, huzzah. Hurrah and huzzah. How different are the chords? Not that different. A, C, A, C, A, D. A, C, D, A, C, D, A, E, G, A, E. I don't really want to write new stuff, but I know I'm going to have to because they're all just slightly different. Definitely different from the bridge. So we've got to go through the same thing again to do the chorus, the final chorus. And we'll have the spiccatos and the long strings there. Strings, huh? Why would you? Because, you know, why not? Let's listen to all of the bridge. Okay, that yeah, sounds cool. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very different. It's very cool. All right. Let's do the chorus. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Similar sort of way of doing it. Just going to grab the chords, and that's going to form our basis for the notes. I'm just going to work from there. Copy and paste. Might add some more variation to bits and pieces, but at least it's a good foundation to start off with, and then we can play around with it a bit more. But it's just really easy to do if we just do this. So if we do that, and all we have to do is we do the thirds for the second violins and the fifths for the violas. And we do the same for that, and that, and that's just, yeah, cool. That's not right. Let's highlight it all. And we're going to need for that. And, oh, I've done it again. Goose. Here we go. There we are. Better. And we can just go into here. And we can go A. C. Delete that. D. That should be an A again. And so we need to just actually I'll leave that, and then I'll glue them together, and then I'll join them. That seems to be working out so far. And it's working. Yeah, I'll just do that, and then I'll join them together. Maybe I'll have it up. We have that one down. Put on there. Same note. Down there. And let's hear that by itself. I'm happy with that as a line. Does that work with everything else? Let's mute these two. Right, good. Yep, that works. I'm happy with that. So now let's glue that together, and we can just glue that all together. There we go. And we copy that to there and move it up an octave. That works. And we do the same with the violins. Right, so those three should be just octaves apart, same notes. Beautiful, like it. Might change them around a bit, but that is all good for now. Love early. Now, what does it say? I told you I couldn't remember. The violas have got the fifths, so let's do that now. Let's go in and get the fifths for the violas, which means getting rid of those two and putting that up. Why can't I hear it? Because I've got them muted. Let's try that again with bells on. And now put them up too high. They're not loud enough. There we go. What did I say? They get the fifth violas. That's okay. Same note. Nice. That should all work. No, leave it there. Nice, same note. Maybe. Let's see what happens. Up an octave, not just up one note. Or leave it there, because the next one should be an A as well. Yes, it is. And then up an octave. Hopefully this works with the second violins. Maybe. We'll see when we get it all together. That is the violas. Done, and glue that all together. Right, then we have the thirds for the second violins. Get rid of the top note and the bottom note. And put that there. Like that. And just get the third. Oh, hello. Oh, Semtex Cow. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, no, this is not my normal programming schedule time whatsoever. I just thought I need to work on my song. Let's get my stuff together and do something, and I may as well turn the camera on so you can join me. And thank you for joining me. Are you partaking in songtember like the rest of us unhinged crazy people doing a song in a month? Oh my God, what are we doing? Or are you taking it easy, or are you just enjoying watching everyone else go mad in their doors trying to make a song in a month? Who does this sort of thing, honestly? Oh dear. No, it's good fun. It's good fun. Just keep it light. If you... Honestly, I did not finish last year's. Oh, you're enjoying my process. Thank you. I'm enjoying my process because it's a process. Let's just call it that. Thank you for that. I didn't finish last year's Songtember song, but ironically, the song title is Procrastination. I'll finish it next year. That's my plan, to finish last year's Songtember song next year. That's going down the long. That's playing the long run for that joke. Honestly, what did I just do there? Okay, I just did that. But yeah, did a song called Procrastination. I'll finish it next year. Nice. All right, just making sure I get all the notes in the right place, and we'll hope to goodness it all kind of works and comes together. Alrighty. Oh, you have a PhD in procrastination. Yeah, I had a whole degree in psychology in procrastination. It took me 20 years to get an undergraduate degree. But I got it. Don't really use it. Oh, I kind of use it. Yeah, I sort of use it now. Yeah. As a coaster and a place. No, I'm kidding. I do use it now. I do stuff with my psychology stuff now. That is not loud enough. We'll put all of these a bit louder. That's a bit loud, that one. Don't go a bit. Can't draw a straight line. Save myself, but that's okay. That should all work. Let's see if it does. Let's glue it all together. And look, yeah, you gotta... I find with music, I don't know about you, but I think most things in life I get burnt out. So I need to have a break from stuff so I can miss it enough to want to go back to it. And I've had a big break from my music, and I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. It's kind of worked out okay. Let's check out these sustains for the chorus and see if there's any wonky notes. Oh, I know what I haven't done yet. Wait. Can't be doing that now. No. Let's lengthen the double notes there so we've only got one bowing happening, not a double bowing. We don't want double bowing. It sounds... if the music works for it, but I don't think this one does. I think you need the single bowing, and you really need sustains through it, which the samples are really good. You can hear the bowing through it, which is really nice, but I don't think this bit really works for it. Got the same problem here again. Loudness. And then we get this done here. Extend those to there, because they're just playing the same note. And we're almost there. And I will put some CC modulation in at some point. Ah, Cubase, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, look, Cubase is really cool. I've got Cubase all things on my phone and on my iPad, and I've used it a bit. But the good thing with those, similar to GarageBand, it's late at night for me, GarageBand and Logic, is you can transfer the files over and that sort of thing, which is really cool. Or just use them as standalone doors. You know, you don't have to progress to Cubase if you know, unless you've got it and you want to. I think there's a bit more functionality in Cubase versus Cubases, but you can still use Cubases to make music. It's awesome. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. So you got Cubase on PC. You've got Cowbrain. Yeah, I've got Cowbrain too, I think. Right there with you. I've certainly got some. Perhaps there's brain. There's vacuum of space with occasionally stuff happening in between, which is a bit scary. Wow, this is all really low. I'm glad you're learning along with me. I don't know if I'm doing things correctly, but I don't think there's any, realistically for this sort of stuff, I don't think there's any correct way of doing things. There's certainly different ways of doing things. This is just the way I kind of do stuff. And you've got to find your own way of doing things, I think. Yeah, Cubase is on iPad. It's really cool to muck around and play with. If you get an idea, if you're out and about. You know, I love going to the beach and writing music. Why wouldn't you? It's very inspirational. Going to different places in nature and then just picking out a tune or two. A tune or two? Did I just say that? That's just weird. Well, that's it. If it sounds good, it's got to be right. That's all that matters. And if you're having fun doing it, that's also the only thing that really matters. Let's have a listen and see if this does sound right. Sound pretty? Does that sound good with the melody though? Let's hear it. That sounds pretty darn good. All right, I'm happy with that. Save. Oh my goodness, save. I have lost things before, but Cubase is really good. It actually auto saves and versions. Yeah, you know what I mean. It does auto save it really well. So that's good. And I have had to recover things like that before. All right, let's continue. I wasn't going to go this late, but I'm going to keep going until I get what I want to get done. I can have a sleep in the morning, so that's okay. I'm okay with that. Let's get, what have I done with spiccatos? Okay, let's get a bit of a counter melody in here, but we don't want it too busy. We want it to basically do the same of this, but similar but different. Okay, let's grab those, and can we do this? How about we get the names right on all of these because we haven't done that yet, have we? I have for those, I haven't for these. So you click, double click in there and hit Shift Enter, then you get the names of those across there. Rather than having A minor on the first bit, which means A minor, but it's more meaning if you have the actual name of the instruments. That way, when I do this, I can ensure that I get right violins 1, 2, violas, cellos, basses. So what I want to do now is we've got the same notes. I want to take all of those down to quavers. And of course they're longer, aren't they? That's okay. Yeah, let's play that. Definitely need to be a bit louder. Let's see. A little bit stronger, not louder, but stronger. That's what I mean. Now, if I do that, and I'll just repeat it for the second note, so it's a bit like a bit of a pulsing sort of thing. Da, da, da. Get back up there. And then let's see how this goes. No, wrong. Try again. So yeah. So Cubase is, saves automatically on the iPad. Yes, it does on the PC as well, but you need to double check your settings somewhere in the stuff with it. You'd have to Google that. Because I can't remember if you have to set that up beforehand, you know, when you first install Cubase and get all your studio settings and everything correct. So what orchestra is it? This is Cine Samples, Cine Strings, which I believe is American based. I think they're my favourite. They sound really good, but in saying that, I really do like 8DIO, which I should use more of, as well as BBC Symphony Orchestra, which is UK Spitfire Audio, and their thing. Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, ask the AI to get the right settings and stuff to set up Cubase for autosave. Because I think you can then set up which folder it autosaves into and all that sort of stuff. And then how often it autosaves. So, yeah. Oh, you're from UK. Cool. Yeah. So, awesome. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's cool. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm doing that. I don't know if this will sound good or not. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah. I Googled so much of that stuff now. Cow makes notes. Good cow. Nice cow. Well done, cow. I make notes all the time. I actually use Notion, which is a thing online, and I have like a whole Wikipedia thing I've set up and links to all these different YouTube videos and stuff. But most of the time I just Google that and it'll come up with a lot of times a 2-minute video or partway through a video and the steps of how to do it. There's so many really good creators out there for Cubase. They've done some amazing stuff. So let's listen to this. This is the, not the sustains, it's actually spiccatos for violins 1. Now I know these are the same notes as the others, so I'll put them up an octave, and same with them. Too high? No, it's not like it's a piccolo. Totally different. Totally different. Right, spiccato done. Let's do the same now with which is the easier way to do it? No, I think I'll just do the same. Yeah, pad and pen. Well, I've got a book and pen right next to me now. I've gone back to analog rather than digital, I must admit. I write most things down nowadays. My brain's gone a bit, not backwards, but it's just, I like old-fashioned stuff now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so tired. I should not do this late at night, but here we are. I'm going to do the same with this. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. That was silly. There we go. So now I'm just going to, I think this will work. Where we're just, I can just hit duplicate, can't I? Control D. There we go, that's easy. And then Alt and drag to copy that. Alt and drag to copy that. Do that, and then Control D to do that. That's a bit easier and faster, isn't it? We'll whip through these in no time. I think that'll make it interesting. And we'll put the last 3 bars up an octave. What could possibly go wrong? Spiccato. Done. Violas. Let's do the violas. I love a good viola. Highlight all of them. No, all of them. All. There we go. Done. Zoom in a bit here. Wasn't quite what I wanted, but that kind of worked. That was funny. That's actually even easier again. A happy mistake. I'm a goose, of course. That's a much easier way to do it. I think that's the only downside to having a break is that I've forgotten how to do everything that I'd gotten used to doing, and it was so second nature. But I'm getting there with all the keystrokes and everything. It's all becoming again, which is nice. So yeah. Do you think I can do it? There we go. There we go. Aha. Nice. Yeah, happy mistake. Absolutely. Yep, life is a happy mistake. You got that down in spades. Beautiful work. Isn't that the joy of life though? Pleasantly surprised by things. And that goes up an octave. Not too high, I don't think. I think we're good. Is that the cellos? A bit high for a cello. We'll work with it. We got this. We got this. We got this. Right, I'll add all of it. There. Go to there. Bring that in. And there. And also get into the swing of things. It's not too bad. It's been nice to get the strings done tonight. And that's another thing done. Because I don't want it to become, that's still within the range of the instrument, I don't want this to become a chore, you know? I think once it becomes a chore and I feel like I should do it, I ought to do it, you don't really want to do it. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. I want to do it for the right reasons. Let's listen to, in context with everything else, or should we do the, no, let's do the strings together first. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Yeah, I know. I can hear you. I can hear you. Strings, go. Works. Let's listen in context. Sounding good, but it's a bit muddy. That's okay. We will clear the mud away in due course. I don't know about the spiccatos in there, whether they add to it or take away from it. Let's just mute it for now. Mute those. Listen to it again. Turn them down a little bit. I don't think I need the spiccatos there, but the spiccatos are good here. See? It works. So I think I like having the differences. I don't think I need them, but I'm not going to get rid of them. I'll leave them for now. I've just muted them for now. I don't need this there anymore though, because that was just to get the notes there, so I can get rid of that. Let's save it. Okay. All right, long time coming. It's getting late. Wow. Okay. I'm going less than 2 hours. That's okay. It's okay. We got this. We got this. Time to do. I haven't looked at it. Time to get some electric guitars happening. We've done the bass guitar. It's not sounding too bad. Do we need drum rolls are muddy on iPad speakers only. Yeah, look, everything's a bit muddy and the drum rolls are a bit muddy because I have not done any thingy. What's it for the deflicky? You know, the thing with the dip down with the thingy. It's an EQ thingy. Words. There's a name for it. But I'm yet to do it. So the drums will be muddy for a bit. There is lots of mud accumulating. I'm okay with that for the time being. Let's get guitar rig on here. I've got guitar rig 7 on the electric guitars here. Hold Alt down, and will that copy it across? Beautiful. Let's get guitar rig for the bass opened up. Oh, that was really bright. So I'm running out of room here. Let me put that there for the time. Actually, no, we can get rid of the bottom half there. And we want to go bass guitar, solo it, and put it, where's bass guitar? There. Let's play it and listen to it through here. Might be a bit loud. That's it before. That sounds pretty good. That's nice. Okay. We can come up with other things. These are just random ones that I chose. Yeah, you're right, Semtex Cow. All the stuff that takes lots of time is all the fiddly bits. Oh, Bass Pro. Shiny. Okay, let's get rid of that because we can always... How do I get rid of this? Oh, that's right. So you can tell I don't use this stuff a lot. Okay, so... signal flow center. Didn't know that. Interesting. Bass Pro. Let's add that one in. What does that sound like? What's that one? Bass Race. Bass Rage. That sounds really cool. But you can always mix and match and do stuff with things. So, oh, right. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I want that one. I don't. Let's go with... Oh, we left that there though. That sounds nice, I think. Let's see what else there is. I think that sounds good, actually. Hot Solo Plus. That should be coming around again at the start. Where's it gone? Ah, yes. So it'll be coming up soon. That's the bridge. Soon. Definitely not. I think just that. Nice. Just a little bit of distortion, which I think is cool. Okay, so let's listen to that in context with everything else. Why am I going up? There we go. Let's go first verse. Happy with that. I wanted to do that. That was on my list of things to do that's running round and round in my head. Speaking of writing things down, I should write things down. Now, I haven't played at all, so this might take a little bit of time. We're going to have a little look-see, which I haven't used these at all ever, but they're kind of cool and I've always wanted to. So here's my chance of, this is UJam's instrument, virtual guitarist Iron 2. Sounds very cool. So, and there's a whole range of presets. So, I don't really want to go through all of them, but I want to find something that sounds really cool. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. And then there's Carbon, which is the other one by UJam, which I think is something similar. And again, it's got a whole heap of different presets. So I don't know what will work or what won't work. We might have both, or I might just double the tracks and have one left and right, or I might just push it down the center. I don't know. There's different phrases and things. You can choose your key, which of course this is A minor, although in this respect it should then be C major, I guess. If it's not coming up with minor, it should be C. So I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. And then you can choose your style down here. I think Iron sounds better. I think Iron's more of the up-to-date modern one, maybe? I'm not sure. So let's, yeah, this is C, A minor. It just sounds better. Let's pick something, shall we? Turn me on. That sounds very 70s, 80s rock to me. Nothing matters. It's really cool sounds. but not what I'm after. I'm after some really classic rock, hard rock. Let's go to hard rock and metal. All the sand. You know what's something harsher? Something boosted? Oh, I like that. Wow. Yep, okay. Would that work? Should we make it work? Let's make it work. Let's make that work. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. I like that. Let's just leave it at that. When you find something you like, I'm going to put that over my other screen. I know you can't see it, but I've got it there if I need. Here we go. I need some notes. What do I need for this? I basically just need, the same as the bass guitar, because it's just going to be chords. I wonder if the MIDI from the bass guitar would work. Technically it should, because that's just the root note of everything. Why don't we give it a try? Let's solo it. Totally not the right place. That's what I thought. Okay, so that is that. It needs to go, C3 to C4, that's why. Okay, so it needs to go up. Grab the whole lot. Between C3 and C4, so it needs to go up. Ugh. Really? There. Don't know if it'll work there. Okay, so these that are on the bottom all need to go up an octave. We got this, we got this. Okay. It needs to be between C3. So those notes are playing, these aren't. I thought I'd grab that one. I don't want to grab that one. Do I want to grab that one? Yes, I do want to grab that one. Ah, darn it. I had it before. Okay. So let's... okay. Up an octave. There we go. Wonder if this will work. Let's have a little listen, shall we? Okay. Okay. What could possibly go wrong? Let's grab all of these and okay, is it the what button am I using? Which button am I? There we go, it's control. Why did that? There we go. Hold control and then do that, and then it moves all of them up and or down all at the same time. Shall we play this from where that comes in? Very loud. Don't know if it's working or not. Dr. Peppers. I don't know. Let's have a look. I've turned it down a bit. Sounds too... I think those notes need to be just one note. How can we do that? I don't think we need those. I think the bass is fine for that first bit. And I think I just need to glue these together. And I think that'll work. No, that wasn't what I wanted. There we go. Rather than having that. I don't think I'm hitting a wall just yet, but soon that wall will be hit. We will be hitting a wall real soon. But yeah, absolutely. I'll do this bit and then I think I'll call it quits, and then I'll ponder while I'm asleep. This song will be going round and round in my little head all night as I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and go, that's what I need to do. And then I'll just go back to sleep and forget all about it. And then I'll wake up in the morning and then I'll go, that's what I wanted to do. Or no, I've completely forgotten, and so I'll just do something else. But I think this will form the basis for at least the MIDI for whatever type of instrument or sound I choose from that virtual instrument. I think if you have good MIDI to start off with, then you can change any sort of thing around. And I think this needs to be sustained notes rather than individual notes triggering it, because it's more, this is more of a bass guitar line, because it's the bass guitar line and you want individual notes played. Whereas this is trying to turn MIDI on and off, and it's playing its own thing. If that, am I making any sense? I don't make that much sense at the best of times, but there is definitely a need for sleep at some point, I'm thinking. So yes. Right. Good then. I think that's the end of it. I think that's it. So, maybe not. Maybe not. Did I do all? Let's scroll right to the end. Did I do all of it? I think I did. See, I'm too tired. Nope. Get my glue out. Need the other bits. Here's the other bits, because there's bits. I'm going to see if this works for a little bit, and then I think I'll call it quits, play the whole song, and I will... I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow. I might leave it a whole day. But in saying that, I do want to record vocals very soon, because they'll take a while to do too. I have to sing. That's the challenging bit. Singing. Oh my god. All right, let's save it. And let's just play this bit here. That is not doing anything. Now this is the only problem when you have key switches and stuff. It sometimes does funny things. Okay, so what I'll do is I will get rid of mute the chords and mute the piano melody, and I'll sort of in the background hum a little bit to the tune if I can remember it, because it does change. We'll call it quits there. I'm happy with that. I might change the guitar. I don't know. That'll do. That'll do. I think. Yeah. You're bang on there, Semtex Cow. I need to let my subconscious work on it throughout the night while I'm sleeping. I'm tired. Let the subconscious me deal with it. That makes total sense. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining me. It's been nice having someone else here. There may have been a lurker or two before. Thank you to whoever dropped in and didn't say g'day. You don't have to. It's your choice. But I appreciate the company, the conversation, Semtex Cow. Look after yourself. So on that happy note, until then and a bit more, take care. Do all the clicky bits below. Even got the link to Jade's interview with me about clicky bits if you want to know what that's all about. And I shall see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Do the clicky bits and you'll find out. You'll be let know. It's a little bell thing or something. It's not a cowbell. Bye now.